Hey everybody, I tried to tell folks responsible for the Oakland Super Bowl watch party that this was indeed a thing, because back October 2nd of last year, the White House said Ice Ages will be at the Super Bowl, at Super Bowl 60, in the NFL's 60th Super Bowl. So Trump doubled down on that 6 hours ago, saying he's not going to attend the Super Bowl game. He said it's too far. Too far. And hadn't yet stopped him from attending the Super Bowl when he was in his first term. And the Super Bowl was in the West Coast, or on the West Coast. This is just absolute insanity. There's no other way to put it. It's absolute insanity. There's no reason, and I take that back though. The last time the Super Bowl was on the West Coast, it was in LA, and I don't know that Donald Trump, let me check and see if Donald Trump did attend that. Super Bowl, Los Angeles. One moment, please. Trump Super Bowl, Los Angeles. Excuse me. Technically Inglewood. I'll let you know in a second. Let's see, I know Trump will attend this Super Bowl, but the question is, will he attend the Super Bowl did he attend the Super Bowl in LA? It's store context, and the computer's not accurately dealing with the question at all here. At all, but it's all over. What's all over here is that Trump won't attend Super Bowl in California, calls performers terrible. He's referring to Bad Bunny and Green Day, and then he says it's too far away. And I am trying to determine if he went to the last Super Bowl in Los Angeles. That's what I'm trying to figure out. However, the way Google is set up, it's difficult to determine if indeed he did.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
That's Google. So there are others, most notably Turning Point USA representatives, who say that they will have an alternative performance at the Super Bowl. And I don't know how they're going to do that in such short notice, but, well, they do have some time. And they also say that, they support ICE agents being there, and that ICE agents will be at the Super Bowl. These are Turning Point representatives. Turning Point is this organization started by Charlie Kirk. So this is massively bad. Trump just cannot resist at all any attempt to be disruptive of the country for his own dastardly means, for reasons that are purely evil and selfish. There's no other way to describe it but that. And from a point of view that has to be called out for being what it is, it's absolutely psychotic. But we have a sick person running the United States of America. That much should be clear. None of this that he's doing is important, and none of this has any real need. His own power, so what? To achieve what? And why? But it's so violent and so mean that who cares about the why? We can see before ourselves how mean and how violent and how evil what he's doing is. This is stuff that has to be said as Antichrist level. There's no other way to describe it. And we have to call it for what it is. And the United States of America needs to put the brakes on the president and his activities because he is trying to destroy this country. And we don't need this. He's gone way too far. Way too far. Way too far. And one person that is applauding this is Vladimir Putin. And Trump pushes his relationship with the Russian president in our face. Indeed, he takes our collective face and rubs our noses in it like it's okay. And then he tries to destabilize Europe, which, good luck with that. That's not happening either. But this has to stop because, and it's clear, it should be clear to a number of people, especially after what's going on in Minnesota, that President Trump has no intention of bringing people together, of making us feel safe in our own country, or making the country run better or smoother, or lowering prices or anything else. He just intends to cause mayhem. That's what he's doing. Again, there's no reason for any of this. The country wasn't in bad economic shape at the end of the Biden presidency. There was no threat posed by a Kamala Harris administration, nothing. There was just Donald Trump simply not wanting to give up power. And so hired people to storm the Capitol, paid actors in many cases to storm the Capitol and terrorize Congress people. And then once he became president, which in of itself is questionable, what did he do? He pardoned them. Well, there are a couple of pardons that really can't stick because of the nature of the charges against them being federal, or state and not federal, excuse me. But this is awful stuff. I emphasize, I beg of you to understand, we don't need this. It's not necessary. But it is destabilizing, okay? That's all it is. It is completely destabilizing, and it really has to stop. Pray for our country. If you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, pray for our country, okay? Someone texted, most airports are open tomorrow to leave this beautiful country. Well, you don't have to leave, okay? But that's not going to solve anything. Stay and get your Congress people to work. And also, preach the way of the Lord wherever you can. Because we're talking about somebody who doesn't believe in the Lord truly. He only says he does to appease those who truly do believe in the Lord. That's what I figured out. And I'm sure you have too. None of this is necessary. We are a great country with great people. We don't need this at all. Okay? At all. All right? Okay? So, I bless everybody that you see the way of the Lord, and I ask you to see the way of the Lord. You'll be happier. Do not follow the way of the devil. Do not be mean to people. Love everybody. See the better nature, the better parts of them. And have fun. Don't you think a more fun life is to go to the Super Bowl, be able to go to the Super Bowl or watch the Super Bowl, hang out with your friends, have great food, you know, enter a Super Bowl bet, win money, maybe lose a little, or maybe just not bet at all and enjoy the game if you're a football junkie like me who loves to cover the NFL. Isn't that more fun than, you know, making someone else's life hard because you think that they're doing something that in point of fact they're not doing at all? We've got to come together, everybody. We've got to tighten American culture and make it so that we can have fun again. Yeah, I'll see you. God bless you. Thank you for watching.